Hey everybody, we're going to be hanging out today. I am still having OBS issues. This is a completely separate computer having identical OBS issues. So I don't know if it's just this version of OBS, but it's been the past like 3 or 4 versions of OBS that we've had issues. So if you guys drop frames, I'm sorry. There's quite literally nothing I can do about it. My internet is fine. I'm looking at ping times of around 18, 20, 22, 21, 18, 16. Disconnecting and dropping frames like crazy. So I don't know why. I'm assuming it's an OBS problem, so I apologize. Yeah, this is gonna be this way until OBS fixes whatever's going on with OBS. So, sorry, guys. Nothing I can do about it. This is life at the moment. Welcome to the world of streaming. We have a Atezr, or yeah, Atezr. I think that's how they say it. Honestly, I don't know. Tarzman says, roll back the update. If I knew how to do that, I would, but I don't know how. And I'm afraid that I'm going to screw things up in the process. So I haven't done it. Yes, I know the box is upside down because I might have stepped on a thing of paint in here earlier, and it might have exploded all over a bunch of stuff. And the top of this box, you could see what looks like bird crap right there. That's white paint. So we're gonna have to open it from here. I'm currently running OBS 29.1.3. I don't know what the old version is. But I can tell you it's been a consistent problem since 29.1. So, yeah. I thought the paint was going to dry. I thought the garage was going to be cold. Here we are. No such luck. Before we get too deep into this, Atezr did send this over to us free of charge. There is no money that is exchanged hands. There is no expectation of a review. This is not a review. We're just going to take a look at it. So we're going to figure that one out. But yeah, we are over a 5% frame drop rate. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. It's not a Spectrum problem. So yeah, there's nothing I can do, guys. I can look at potentially lowering the quality of the stream. But anytime I go below 4,500 kilobits, I've got issues. So, yeah, I'm sorry. We're just going to have to roll with the way that it is. If someone knows how to get to OBS support, that'd be great. But OBS support apparently seems to be a forum that I just don't have the time for. So, it's not a Spectrum issue. We have, in a total window of command prompt, I see no drop frames. And in fact, my highest ping time on this window is 33 milliseconds. So, considering I'm like 50 feet from the router and modem running a hardwire, it's not going to be Spectrum. All right, so let's hack into this thing. I'm hoping that we can open it upside down, but I guess if not, I'll just get some paint on this wood here. It's not that big of a deal. If we do drop, I'm sorry. There is nothing I can do about it. Please try to keep the comments to a minimum about it because it is going to distract me and it's going to frustrate me, and I'm just going to end this stream faster because that frustration is something that I can't control and directly impacts the revenue of this company, the channel, everything like that, and it's very frustrating when I have no control over those aspects. So, welcome to life sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, although let's be real, it's probably just a bunch of dudes here hanging out. Maybe one lady or two. I don't think this is dry yet. Is it dry? No, it's not dry. Do I have something that I can use? Well, here's some plastic. Let's just do that. Yeah. Also, this is a 36-watt diode laser. So those that don't know, diode lasers are very dangerous. You should know what to do with them. And what I did is I spent just a little bit of money. Those of you know what Why? Oh, huh. I always thought it was backwards. Guess not. So I have some very nice glasses from Thor Labs. Laser safety glasses. These are certified. These are proper. I also have the by Lightburn team if you don't have the cash for Thor Labs, but I said I don't care. You know, I need to make sure it's safe, and if we're going to be playing with lasers here, we got to make sure that we're doing it safe as well. And yes, this is a multi-diode array, and they are it is a stacked multi-diode array, from what we can tell. I did bring out some plywood. I put some plywood down on the tabletop here. So, yeah. The free mascot ones are supposed to be really good, too. And I think these were like 15, 20 bucks, maybe 30 bucks on Amazon. Smart Grant would have put an affiliate link in the description, but Grant's not smart. So, you know, here we are. But yeah, these are the ones from Thor Labs. These are the ones from Free Mascot. They are different wavelengths. The Thor Lab ones are good for 190 to 534 nanometer with an OD of 6.5 plus, which is basically blocks all of it. 850 to 1070 nanometer is OD 5 plus, and then 910 nanometer to 1070 nanometer is OD 6 plus. It goes further. The ones from Free Mascot are 200 to 2000 nanometer. We'll look at both of them, and what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to wear the Thor Labs ones, and we're going to see if anything has changed. Please be safe with your eyes. This is not something you want to mess around with. I will be very certain to remind everybody over and over. I don't care how much money that you spent or saved on a laser. It is considerably less than it will cost to be blind the rest of your life or severely, permanently damaging your vision. So, don't mess around with it. Anyways, let's get that mic out of the way so I stop peeking it. Let's try to get this thing flipped over and go from there. Bammy2 asks, what are the shark mounting options? You know, I asked the manufacturer and I got no response. No response. Do make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like, and if you do want to support us on Patreon, YouTube channel member, what have you. Links to all that are in the description down below. And again, thank you to Atezr. I hope I'm saying the company name right. They didn't tell me how to say it. You know, make sure to check out their products if this is something that you'd like to. Oh, hey! They include a metal mat to put underneath the laser. That was the thing I was afraid of. I'm like, what am I supposed to protect my table with? Because I didn't think about that, so I just spent like the last 20 minutes trying to get a big piece of plywood out of my stack of plywood. Don't stack all of your plywood on top of each other because the piece you need is always in the middle and really, really hard to look at and obtain. So this is, I'm assuming this is going to be the cutting area. This machine has a 410 millimeter X and Y cut. This says, giveaway, cutting mat. When cutting, please put this mat under the object to prevent damage to the tabletop. Please tear off the surface protective film before use. Oh, I can't do a peel this early in a stream. No, we don't have enough people for a stream. Or for a peel. You guys want to get a peel on the stream, we gotta get some more people in here hanging out, having fun. Like, I mean, come on. We can't do the most satisfying thing right in the beginning. Oh, there's tools needed for this. Boy, I hope it's ones that I have. Sun Turtle Camper says, build an enclosure for the printer with fume management. Realistically, I have an actual carbon dioxide laser sitting right over here. It's always been there. I have an 80 watt black and red. It's a 500 by 700 millimeter laser. Realistically, if I'm ever going to use this, it will likely be in there because this doesn't have any type of fume management, and my big laser does. However, I cannot have the laser on and the air conditioning. And while you all are amazing, I much prefer to not sweat my keister off. Diamond Dogs Racing asks, what are we blowing up today? Hopefully nothing, but chances are maybe a circuit breaker. We'll see. I'm told this thing is only supposed to draw 190 watts. I don't believe that for a second. It is a 36 watt output, so it is a 6 diode stack system. If we get enough people wanting it, we will do the old Dave Jones method of don't turn it on, take it apart, and we'll see about it. I should probably run it first. I feel like the company would be pretty mad at me if I didn't at least try to run it before we took it apart. But then I should also sit here and say they should know this channel by now and know that I am going to take something apart, even if I do break it in the process. I have my laptop out here in case we need to do anything via USB. I don't know if we're going to. Oh, look, it comes with glasses. We're going to put these to the test. Do not trust glasses that come with lasers. Please go buy a good set of glasses. I don't care how expensive they are. Go spend money. Like, I spent more money on laser safety gun glasses before. Okay? That should kind of give you an idea. Do not mess around with lasers. They can and will blind you. Do not mess around. Back. Do not mess around with lasers. Seriously. But I figured it's July 4th, so no better time to mess around with lasers than now. So, yeah. But at least I'm gonna be safe. Huh. USB-C cable. We've got some sort of dual barrel jack cable. And a really interesting coiled HDMI cable. I have no idea what a coiled HDMI cable is for in a laser like this, but here we are. In this bag, we've got a set of keys. Oh, we've got screws, a spare limit switch, keys, Allen keys. Yeah, all right, all right. This is obviously going to be some assembly required, I imagine, for the camera. Oh, there is no camera on this, I doubt. But yes, it is a stacked laser diode array, from what I can tell from their marketing images. Ooh, here it is. Oh. That's a big potato right there. That thing's thick. Damn. Okay, so it's got a visible light diode. It has a thing in for air assist. I didn't plan for that. Does it come with any tubing for that? Is this the air assist? Does it have air assist built in? That would be convenient if it does. I'm assuming it doesn't. But it would be really nice if it did. Yeah, we're going to have to open this. I think we all know we're going to have to open this. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to open this. Ronald DHS says, that looks massive. I would say that's not the first time I've heard that statement before, but certainly about something I'm holding in my hand. Anyways. Moving on. What? It's literally unpowered and off. Like, it's literally unpowered and off. This is safe. This is totally safe. Okay? I get it. This is not a firearm, okay? It is a laser. We know that it is safe because it is turned off. I can look at it because it is safe and turned off. Quit going off on that tangent. This is not a firearm, okay? I'm not... I understand that you shouldn't... Like, don't look at the freaking beam, guys, honestly. Like, if I have to be... What the hell is going on? Why? What is Are you guys able to see me? Can someone please let me know? I don't understand what's going on. Are we good? I think we're good. We okay? Yeah. All right. We're back? Yeah, we're back. It might be this streaming software. Again, there is nothing that I can do with this. This is an OBS problem. It is not an internet problem. It's OBS. So I'm sorry, guys. Again, there's quite literally nothing I can do about this. Hashtag blame OBS or something. I don't know. And honestly, because the only place their Discord is on, don't ping me on the Discord. Holy shit. Seriously? It's still... What is going on? This is so frustrating. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna have to keep working through it. Literally nothing I can do about it. You have no idea how much this upsets me. Like, it upsets me so much. So much. Because this is how I make money. This is a business for me. And if I can't accurately and adequately run my business, we've got a bit of a problem. Right? So I'm a little miffed about this. There is not a better way to do this than OBS. OBS is literally the best way to do this kind of thing. If I need to, I will change the stream key and move away from the streaming thing that we use. So we use a system to multi-stream, but I don't really... It's not that big of a deal. Is there anything under here? No. Packaging is good. Credit where it's due. Packaging is real good. Bammy2 says problem might be the OBS configuration. Doubt it's just OBS. Well, considering nothing has changed with my configuration, all of a sudden, with a recent update, it stops working, I'm going to just go ahead and blame OBS. We've streamed out here for hours without a single problem, and nothing has changed since then. So, I have a standard that I want to hit, because, again, I'm trying to make this a living, because my body does not let me do my regular job for a living. So I have to try to make content creation something that I can do for a living. And to do that, you need reliable internet. I'm just making sure there's nothing in... Oh, hey, I would have missed something. I don't even know what that is. But we got... Anything else? Okay, looks like that's it in the box. Pack up this box, get it out of here. Toss it over there, where future Grant will not be able to get back into his house. So, oh. I don't... Did it come with decent instructions? Let's find out. I don't need you anymore. Oh, that actually went some distance. All right, let's get all this stuff on the table so I don't accidentally end up bumping stuff off the table. So then all this work that I put in to get this piece of plywood is probably for nothing. I got a lot of this thing, so only a little bit bummed about that. Is the rod covered in plastic? Yeah, whatever rod that is, it is covered in plastic. We've got a beam focus, which is nice. So you guys can see that beam focuser. Very nice. My 80-watt laser didn't come with that. So does this thing come with light burn? Like, what does it come... Does it come with anything? I don't think it comes with light burn. Yeah, it doesn't. You have to download Lightburn. Well, that sucks. I'm not prepared for that. I'm not prepared for that. I did ask the vendor if they would like what I needed, and they said nothing. You just need to assemble the laser. Okay. Well, I guess that was a lie. I'm wondering if it's switchboard, because we're using switchboard for our all the stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed that I try so hard to have, like, good quality content, to be streaming all the time, to literally stream when it is 97 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now, in an in an uninsulated, it does have an air conditioner, but it's not very good when your garage, my garage this morning was 115, 120-ish degrees Fahrenheit, so, fun. It's hot, basically. Alright. I guess we gotta find the instructions for assembly. Hey! Instructions for assembly. Okay, they're not great. Alright, well. Instructions! Find pieces, put pieces together, screw them together. Ta-da! Laser completed. No. Companies, please, 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 please. So much better. Like, just so much freaking better. Because the issue that we have is nothing is really all that well marked, from what I can see. Draw a circle. Draw the rest of the freaking owl. Exactly. Exactly. It does have Wi-Fi, so you got a little teeny tiny Wi-Fi antenna there. But hey, it's not about the size of the antenna, okay? It's not about the size of the antenna. Alright? Alright? Alright. It has HDMI. And I don't know why it has HDMI. Do you have to use HDMI for laser Gerbil? Huh. Yeah, step 1, install XY axis rails. That's it. That's the only instruction. It's got a picture, right? It's got a picture for you. But that's it. The instruction is assemble. Oh, man. All right, so we are going to need M4 by 12. Oh, okay. Well, hey, at least the bags are labeled what steps I'm going to need the bags in. That's a plus. All right. I know this is going to be my Z, so we don't need that yet. We don't need the Z just yet. So the Z for right now can go behind me. Somebody is mowing their grass. It's not me. My grass does need to be mowed, though. And, yeah, it ain't happening for a minute. The IKEA method of assembly. Hey, that's how you know how good your relationship is. If you can get through building a piece of IKEA furniture without breaking up, you've got a pretty solid relationship. Alright, is this the back? There is no markings on it. Or is this one of the other sides? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea how this works. To be very honest with you guys. You don't go there. Do you go... This is really not good. Like, there's not enough about these rails to know how everything... It's got a... How big is this power supply? 180 watts. So that ain't more than 180 watts, tell you that much. Alright, so from the looks of this needs to be on the back side. This needs to be on the front side. I don't have nearly enough working space up here. This is going to be the an upcoming video series, although it's all going to be streaming, probably. Unless, if I can't get this internet stuff worked out, we will not be streaming it. But we're going to be reorganizing the set here and rebuilding it. FlexiSpot sponsored a desk. So I need to make sure that do that. Ow. Okay. Why do I have all these messages? People should know I cannot. Yeah, Jonathan, don't message me. I'm not going to be able to see it. Staff thinking that they can just do things that they're told not to. Catlet says here's an assembly video, but no, we're gonna do it this way because this is the way. This is what the instructions say. So I'm gonna follow the instructions. This thing is way bigger than my table. Shoot. Well, this is just not gonna work based on that merit. This is bigger than my table. Crap. Okay. Well, then we're just gonna let's just rotate. If we rotate everything 90 degrees, should we be okay? It looks like we might be. Yeah, if we rotate everything, it's gonna be tight, but it's here-ish. Okay. Let's work on that. Also part of the reason why I need to completely reorganize all of this. Oh, look, we're not streaming anymore. Son of a bitch. Why? Why is this such a problem? Sincerely, why is this such a freaking problem? I'll even skip the damn ads for you guys. God, it's frustrating. I hate this so much. I hate just trying to make a living as a disabled person and constantly having the world fight me. It really sucks. Later. That rod's gonna have to go in now. Okay, so that rod, it has to go in now, doesn't it? Yeah, I know I'm live still. YouTube yells at me every time we go down. There's a rod installed. It wants to wait, is this a through motor? It's not a through motor. Is either one of these a through hole? Oh. Oh my god. Alright, well, fine. Okay. I would not do it this way. You should address the rod by his proper name, Rodney. Well. Rodney is not a bad name for him. Rodney is covered in plastic. Why? Beats me. Oh, because Rodney is sticky. Gross. Gross. Oh, don't forget, I gotta film out here again soon. I gotta film the 6-month with bamboo video. That is next Wednesday's video. That one's gonna be a fun one. Spoiler alert, it hasn't been a great 6 months. Like, I feel like a Kardashian relationship is more sound than my relationship with bamboo. Okay. Atezr, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Companies that make stuff, please don't do this. This is terrible. You need me to remove the covering that you put on stuff. Don't make it difficult to remove. Yeah. Honestly, we might not even... Well, no, you have to remove it. There's no way to... Son of a gun. All right. This is riveting content, let me tell you. Just the most interesting content on the planet. Well, thankfully, this rod is not structural. So all this does is it transfers the movement from this stepper motor right here to the other side. I can't say I'm a fan of that. Whatever. They think it is appropriate, so... Gonna keep rolling. Boy, howdy. Don't. Companies should not do this. All right. Finally. Why is this a problem? I don't understand why this is a problem. You guys have no idea how frustrating this is. Every single time I drop enough frames, the system that we use for streaming screws up. I might need to completely change how we stream. That would mean like an extra hour every single time I want to stream, which means I won't be streaming anymore if I can't use the program that we've been using. Because to manage a changing stream key on YouTube is a disaster. Fun fact, we have 2 different stream keys that we use. So that way I don't accidentally stream a podcast when I'm trying to stream something like this. If that gets messed up for some reason, the system fails. I don't know what to do. I can tell you that I am absolutely livid. And it is completely blocking my ability to focus and concentrate on this. Like, to the point of, if it happens another 3 or 4 times, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the stream and not do this. Because that is how frustrating this is for me. Can I roll back OBS? I don't know how to do that. So, no clue. And rolling back OBS would take the stream down. So, I'm not dropping packets. It's not a packet issue. In fact, I have pretty clean internet considering how far I am from everything. Looks like a screw does not want to go in. Hello? Why is that not... let me loosen the other ones. You see, I know some of you will be here, but we have 26 people. It doesn't work for me. Like, I can't pay attention to what I'm doing because I have to make sure that I'm not, like, randomly losing my stream. That's the challenge. The challenge is I can't pay attention to working because I have to make sure that I'm paying attention to whether or not we're actually streaming. And that is very difficult when you don't have anybody here to help you. All right, this screw's going to go in cross-threaded. I checked on the OBS subreddit, OMG Frankie. I didn't see anything. I tried. But I didn't see any. Catlet, you can leave that stuff up. It's fine. I hope I don't need to reassemble this, because it looks like, did we just... Wow. That Allen key's rounded already. Don't use the tools your things come with, because honestly, they're probably crap. Alright. We've already rounded off one bolt. Moving in the right direction, I guess. Alright. On this side over here, we've got a couple of connections to make. I know this is not the way they want me to do it, but I don't have a lot of space here, so kind of forced to do it this way. Let's make sure the motor is plugged in and make sure whatever this connector is also plugged in. Okay. Hey, Viking. How you doing? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. If I end up rage quitting this stream, it's not my fault. OBS has just been a real disaster today, and honestly, it's getting to a point where we won't be streaming for the foreseeable future like this, because this doesn't work. Why? Really? Okay, alright. Well, you can't wire the motor until after. This is great. You can't wire the motor until after the two pieces are together. Then you can wire the motor, because the connector gets in the way otherwise. That is an interesting design choice decision. Weird. But, you know, I've seen worse. Where's the mouse? Oh. Okay, I got one in. Let's look at getting a second. Yeah, some of these screws are just like freaking counter threaded, or Atezr, you guys really got to work on alignment of stuff, because this ain't it, guys. This ain't it. So it looks like on both cases, two of the screws don't go in very easy. Why? I have not the slightest idea. You probably should do that on a flat surface. No, it doesn't say to do that on a flat surface. It just says to assemble. So I'm following the directions. Also, I am holding everything together, so the holes just don't line up very well. If you could see the screw should be going in straight. It has to go in at an upward angle a little bit, which is fine. I can torque through it and get it to be at least marginally happy. All right, bringing this back down. Okay. Boy, it's hot. Justin Miller asking, where are my glasses? My Thor Labs glasses are right here. Where are your glasses? That should have been the joke of this stream, that everybody had to wear safety glasses. That would have been the funny bit. That would have been a funny bit. That everybody watching the stream has to wear safety glasses. All right. Okay. Better wear welding mask while assembling. No, I'm not that cool, sorry. Jonathan Tarsman says he's wearing 2 pairs of safety glasses and a welding hood. Is that good enough? I don't know. I have turned off my monitor for safety. Beautiful. But how do you know your graphics card is safe? You should pull out your graphics card and mail it to me. No, don't do that. OMG Frank says that would be really difficult. Mine would be fogged up as hell. Fat and 31C88F would not be a good look. OMG Frankie, I would do terrible things for it to be 88 degrees. It is 97 Fahrenheit outside right now. So, yeah. Bill Todd says, watching from behind the sofa. I watched Grant's live stream before. What did Bam say? Oh, Bam, he turned off my monitor. You can pin the comment. Just unpin it. Although Bill Todd, Leonid says, what about the CPU? It will kick in without a GPU. Yeah, unless you have a fancy CPU that doesn't have an iGPU. Oh, you can't? Oh, okay. I guess I'm the only one that can do that. I have the power! Also, I wanted to put Stream Beats out here. It looks like the issue that Nero's been having with Stream Beats has stopped. So maybe we will look at putting Stream Beats out here relatively soon. So it's not just like dead air when I'm not talking. So apparently this thing's got a G-force sensor in it. It's apparently got a fire sensor. I should get my blowtorch to figure that one out. I wonder where the fire sensor is and how it works. I mean, I figured there is nothing better than to play with a high-powered laser that is slightly dangerous on the 4th of July. I feel like that's a very American thing to do. Although I'm actually taking safety protocols into account, so maybe not as American as it could be. "91 degrees freedom in Nebraska." Woo! That's spicy for Nebraska. 97 in Florida, that's just normal. Florida hates you and you hate Florida. It's just a very general thing, you know? Alright. Frames assembled. That was step 1. That was step 1. See? Install the X and Y axis. That was literally step 1 in the manual. Step 2 is I gotta slide Rodney through. Seems a little dirty, but here we are. Rodney's very sticky. I'm assuming it's just some sort of assembly lubricant. How in the... Wait, what? No. Oh, that is so terrible. Oh, fine, whatever. This is such a terrible... Damn it. So, oh, you guys can't even see it. The rod is stuck and isn't going in. The rod is stuck and not going in. That is because the hole's too tight. And there's likely a screw in the way, which you can't easily get to. How in the Sam Hill? No, there is a little access hole on the bottom. Hold on. I'm gonna. This assembly process is not great, just to be very clear. If you don't want to... God, this thing is... Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I clicked things. What did I click? Are we good? Okay, we're fine. All right. Right there. There's an access hole right there. Oh, this is just bloody dumb. Why? Why would you do it this way? Yeah. Yep, that's what it is. It is an access hole to get to the grub screws. This is legitimately one of the more ridiculous ways that I've ever seen this done. I cannot recommend. I cannot recommend. Yeah, because of the way you really should put the rod in before you assemble it. What am I? Oh, I'm hitting the delete key on the keyboard. Hold on. Here, solve that problem real fast. Turn off the keyboard. See, if your keyboard's off, you can't click any keys. Eh? Okay. So now we can look at inserting the rod through the hole. Deleting all of chat. Nope. Nope, you can't. Don't. Is this not a through hole? So I gotta be careful of the top-down camera. No, it is totally a through hole. Why is that not going through then? I can... Oh. I mean, I can say things. I can't type back to you guys, but I can say things. Oh, jeez. Come on. You know... Alright, well, this leveling block is going to be a bit of a hammer. Really? Come on. Oh, hey! I did both the grub screws. Here. This is literally the instructions for this part. That's it. It's the whole thing. Also, what is that on... Oh! You guys have a spider web. Or I'm sorry, little spider. Okay. Well, at least that is somewhat where it needs to be. Okay. To be clear, I do not recommend this. That is some of the design decisions that were done here. Just, I don't agree with. Because I don't understand why. Like, we could give ourselves way more access, and we didn't. Lean it asks, are there glasses for the spider eyes? I mean, no. No, there aren't. That is somewhat of a concern, by the way. If you do have pets and you are looking at a CO2 laser, you should be really careful about having the pet around when you're using the laser. Because the pets don't know the difference, and the pets can easily hurt themselves. And nobody wants that. So please be very, very careful with this. Now, I know better than to put both grub screws in place because we are going to have to basically tram out this axis. So I think I wanted to do it. Yeah, it fits better on the table like this. All right. That was step 2. We're not, yeah, so we're going to skip tightening the grub screws on the non-motor side. And that's because we want to, what am I trying to say? Oh, we want to make sure that the axis itself is actually tram. Bammy2 says, cat laser glasses with a headband. There is not a snowball's chance in hell that I can get Victoria to wear that. Okay. Now we found our physical end stops. Now we can come in. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, it did it a little differently than I did. But that's okay. Now we can come in and tighten. Oh, you know, I know why it did it that way. All right. Well, a little late for that now, Grant. Ooh, I got real lucky. I can access a grub screw immediately. Nice. That should kind of lock everything together. And now we can tighten the other grub screw. I would prefer a different system here. I don't know what, but I would prefer a different system. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, now it wants me to do the Z. With this facing this way. Wait, what? Oh, I have to disassemble stuff. Say no more. Oh. There just aren't screws. Okay. All right. All right, I'm liking this a little better. Why is there two... Okay, we'll hold on to that. Let's see. We are on step 7. There are a bunch of screws in step 1 that I just don't have. Okay. All right. Whatever. A lot of hardware under here. Weight attention belts. Not bad. There's such a tiny little stepper motor. It's a NEMA, I think it's a NEMA 9. Might be a NEMA 11. Obscure sizes of NEMA stepper motors are not exactly my forte, but it is so tiny. There is a stepper motor in here. That's funny. So tiny. Come on. Get in the dang hole. Or I guess in this case, it's actually a slot, but that doesn't help me. This is Atezr did provide this. I described that in the description. I did mention at the beginning of the video. I did not pay for this. They are not paying me at all for this, but I did not pay for the product. So I did make my disclosure in the beginning of the video. Because the new FTC guidelines state that I need to, or I can be in violation of FTC guidelines. In fact, I think we have 3 disclosures total in the description because of the new FTC guidelines. Those of you that are going to be content creators or want to become a content creator, you need to read the new FTC guidelines because they are much, much more strict. And you need to make sure that you abide by them because not abiding by them, no matter where you're located, actually, now it extends to other countries that are working in the United States. Like if you are, let's say you're a content creator in Canada and the bulk of your audience is in the United States, you must abide by the FTC guidelines. How are they going to, what's the term? Enforce it? No clue. But being it's a 3-letter organization, I'm good. I'll stick to just following the rules. Thank you. You guys know me. I don't mess around with those 3-letter organizations. Because they don't mess around either. You know, it's funny. I really do like the color. I was initially kind of middle of the road with the color. But it's grown on me. It's grown on me. Alright, I gotta sit down for a second because oh my gosh, this hurts. Welcome to my world. Alright. Now they want to put the laser module on. You all decide. Are we going to take it apart first, or are we going to turn it on first? Why? I know exactly what your answer is going to be. I'll switch cameras. I know exactly what your answer is going to be. You all are going to want me to take this thing apart. Oh! Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I should probably show that it works first. Alright. Turn it on. Fine. It is really cool looking, though. It is really cool looking. Turn it on, don't take it apart. We'll take it apart once we can prove that it turns on. It's got auto bed leveling. That's a monster. Do not take it apart. We're gonna take it apart. I want you to be... I want you to understand we are going to take it apart. Once we do put it on, though, it would be, or don't, they're saying. Why are you guys no fun? Like, out of all the people to tell me not to take it apart, the degens from our Patreon Discord server are not the ones that I expect the don't take it apart from. But I am not going to take it apart to make a full video. That we will not do. No chance of that. Okay. There was another port. down here. Okay, and airport, which goes there. Bellissimo. Install the limit switch. Oh, I do actually have to install a limit switch. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think that this was actually something that I had to do. I thought this was a spare limit switch. It is not a spare limit switch. You actually have to install this. Huh. I wonder why. I wonder at what point did they decide... Maybe this was just something that was added extra. Maybe they didn't have it originally. It's not common that companies will have you randomly install a limit switch like this. So... I'm guessing that whatever limit switch this is was maybe not factory from the beginning. It is just a very simple push-button limit switch. Maybe it was an addition. I have no clue. Put on Sound is asking if I burned the house down. I have not. And yes, this laser is incredibly expensive. It's $1,250 US. I do not know yet if it is worth it, but I can tell you the build experience has been a bit of back and forth. Touch and go, you might say. Comes without installed limits and comes without installed. It is just one singular limit switch. So I don't know why that one's not installed. It's such an odd thing. But okay. Now it's wiring. I think I've got all the wiring clicked in. Oh, God. Okay, well, there's no braking system on it. Cool. Cool, you'll pee yourself a little bit the first time that happens, don't worry. Jeez. Look, in my defense, I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to come, screaming that fast. My gosh. All right, let me, I'm going to pull this head up. Oh, God. Get this out of the way. That goes there. Why are you not staying in place? Okay. Huh. Jeez. It's not CO2. Oh. Well. Okay, I have never owned a reasonably powerful diode laser before. So this is my first diode laser that has any, reasonable power to it. And the first one that I'm ever going to use. Like, to any, reasonable amount. Diodes are apparently way better for like rasterized engraving because they're of the way that they pulse everything is what I've heard. Honestly, don't know if that's truth or not, but it's what I've heard. They're apparently better for engraving. CO2 is just stronger, period. Oh my gosh. Alright, well that's not gonna work. Huh. There is a lot of bent pins in this connector. Jeez. And I did not do that, to be clear. I have to unbend them. Okay. Was that all the wiring that I needed to do? Toast a sandwich with a picture of Victoria. So it's not going to taste good. I've done this before. So when we first got our CO2 laser, of course we're going to try to cut food with it. It doesn't taste good because you are physically destroying the cells. You're not burning it. You're sublimating the cells of the wood. So don't do that. It's not good for you. I think it's vaporizing. I think Build on Sound has it right. Let's see here. Wiring is tough, but it's done. Okay. We have this screen. Oh! It's an HDMI screen. That's why we needed the screen. Because it's HDMI. And that's what the HDMI is for. It's for the screen. Can I use this screen for something else? Now I gotta see if I can use the screen for something else. That's what the cable's for, yeah. I'm like, why does it have an HDMI cable? Because the freaking screen is HDMI. Plug a whole TV into it. Well, I kind of want to now. Now I kind of want to. If not, then no. Does the screen have any other cables into it? It doesn't. No, that's just it. Nope. The screen has only HDMI in. That's it. Curious. I've got a bunch of... I have clearly missed some steps here. On the back of this panel... Oh, okay, I see. It's got two big screws. Bammy tooth. Yeah, they're probably doing funny things with the connector. Yeah, they probably are. But I want to try it. I'm not going to, but I want to. All right, be very clear about that. Yeah, I assume it's a touchscreen. If that's the case, then like that's a huge red flag. I'm not a huge fan of when companies do this, when they potentially completely rewire something without letting the end user know. Because if you are... Let's say you grab a screen for some reason and plug it in, you could straight up nuke that screen, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants it. You mean like USB-C on printers? This also has USB-C. Why? I don't know. $4.99 From Andrew Rogers saying you haven't burnt the joint down. That's a positive. Yeah? Haven't yet. Connect an Xbox. Can it run Doom, though? Can it run Doom? I mean, that's really the question that we need to know here is, can it run Doom? All right. Let's see what other steps I missed, because obviously I've missed some steps here. Because I have screws that say they... Oh, okay. Here are some spares. All right. Can it run crystals? Well, it does... Oh, Crisis. Okay. All right. All right. Finally, somebody has asked the question, and I finally get to show you an Easter egg that has been on this set since we built it. Because somebody has finally asked. This is a sealed copy of Crisis. It has been on the set since we built it. It is still in sealed packaging with the security seal from EA. The set actually runs Crisis. It has been here since we built the set. It has always been behind the clock there. And now you guys know what's behind the clock. It's Crisis. Because I'm always this close to having a Crisis. I am not opening the Crisis game. It's not happening. But can it run Crisis? I actually have Crisis. It is Jonathan's. It's not technically mine. But it's just funnier that we put it out here. Laser it open. Who says you have to open it? Just cut through the box. just laser cut the box. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Alright, I see. It wants me to screw on this top panel. I don't think I'm ready to screw on this top panel just yet, because I want to make sure everything else is good before we go down that path. So, let's clean this area up a little bit. Let's get it set up. Let's get this thing plugged in, and maybe we'll get lucky. There'll be something on the USB drive. If there isn't, this just got complicated, because I don't know how to set this up inside of Lightburn at all. So, yeah. Oh, all right. I mean, we got 30 people on the stream. We got 30. I mean, now we have to do it. Now we have to do it. All right. Here you guys go. The big peel. We're going to do the big peel. Actually, we're going to do the straight overhead. You guys ready for the big peel? Is this is what half of you are here for. So you better not leave when I'm done with this. We're going to do the big peel right now. Are both sides? Oh, there's two peels. All right. All right. We're going to do one side right now. Taking bets on if this tears. You know, I feel like our fans really want to see me fail all the time. All right. Here it goes. Here it goes. Ha! No tearing! Ha! I win! I win! It didn't make a good noise. I'm sorry. That is the one disappointing thing for me, is that there wasn't like a good noise, right? And you know the noise, right? When you get that good peel, yeah. There wasn't a noise. There wasn't a noise. You didn't miss anything. There was no noise. Don't worry. I would have... Yeah, you're good. Now cut the other peel. We should. We're not going to, because that's like crazy not safe. Let me get some of this crap out of the way. God, this work service is a disaster. We've got its power supply. I've got my set of screwdrivers, which I will probably forget that I put there. We've got the air thing, the glasses I'm never going to use. this stuff. The laptop that cannot remain here. Let's put the laptop down there. My goal was that I cut on this piece of plywood. I've got stuff to cut with it, but that I cut on the plywood so I don't end up hurting my tabletop. Oh, something just fell. I don't know what it is, but something fell. All right, the nice ultra flat piece of wood here. Ultra flat. Ugh. It is difficult for me to show you, so you're just going to have to trust me. That, I guess I can put this over here now. Sure. I'm not going to cause problems with this later. Nope, that's not going to cause any problems. So, there is this cable here. This is just a DC jack cable. It comes out of the main power supply station and then goes into the air station. I can dig it, so you only have to deal with one plug. I can dig it. Now, because we are getting ready to turn the laser on, we're going to go ahead and grab our Thor Labs glasses, because, once again, we are not messing around. For those that don't know, these are by Thor Labs. These are incredible. These are $300 pair of glasses. Thor Labs did not send these to me. I did pay for them. Because this is not Thor Labs' main business. These are a little big on me. That's okay. Thor Labs, their main business is not, like, content creators. So, yeah, if you all have glasses, go get your glasses. Oh, there are magnets on the back of this. That's the other real question. How do magnets work? Where's steel to steel? You've got magnets on you, but where the hell's the steel for it to stick to? Well, that's just stupid. Why would you do that? Okay. Safety third. No, in this case... Yeah, the wood is bowed. Don't worry, it's not the frame, it's the wood. The wood is bowed. Look, man, it was the first piece of wood that I could get. And it was one of the easier ones for me to get. And this one still, like, hurt me quite a bit. So. Okay. Have our safety squints are in. You guys get your safety squints ready. It feels like the cut area of this is much bigger than it says. All right. Let's turn it on. Oh. Right, key lock. It's got a key lock. Okay, we got lights. Am I going to get power to the screen? That's the real question. Oh, hey! Look at that. We got stuff to the screen. Boy, that is not high quality. Tilt detection is on. I don't think the air pump's running. Autofocus. Oh, I can turn off touch sounds. Great. Okay. Grave. U-disc not inserted. Okay, well that is... Are you gonna force me to have some sort of thing? So we can see a, there's a visible red beam. That's nice. No magic smoke. It's so weird how little vision I actually have through these glasses because of all the frequencies they block. Anyone ever feel like that piece of metal is small? Yeah, it is. It won't cut through this. Actually, my biggest concern with this piece of metal is that it reflects the beam. Oh, hey, it's got a high-speed test. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is very loud. I don't know if you guys can hear how loud it is. Let's home it and see what happens. I know what you... Oh, has there been purple? I can't see shit. Oh my gosh. All right, so when you move the laser, it turns on. God bless it. Okay, there's a lot of safety things here. All right, let's put a piece of wood down. Yes, I brought some wood. Yeah, there's been purple. I cannot see the purple at all. Yeah, when I'm moving... So when I'm moving, there's a beam down here. Hold on. I have the webcam. Let's see if we can set the webcam up for you guys. Give me just a second. We're going to get this webcam set up here. And that way you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing. And, you know, if I end up hurting myself, you'll see it too. I had no idea. Oh, the webcam. Is the webcam not working? Hold on. It's not. 1 minute. Okay. Let's try that. Aha! All right. We're back in business. Okay. All right. Now you guys can see. It'll be so weird to see what happens on the screen because it'll probably show up purple on the what the hell? Machine. Oh. Oh, it wants me to set bottom left. Well, that's weird. All right, well. Because bottom left... Okay, bottom left would be down here. All right. That's fine. Set as bottom left. I don't know, though, how we level it. Yeah, it says autofocus should be on. Yeah, it looks like it's... Hold on. Now I gotta really see. Give me something that I can burn. Ah, screw it. I think it's just doing a dot. Because... Also... Huh. Alright. Well... There isn't an option to autofocus it. Like, here. You guys can see on the screen. Build on Sound says RTFM, read the bleeping manual. I'm happy to, but it doesn't tell you any of this. So, you know, the manual just said go off and do engraving. Oh, are we... Oh, shit. Oh, that still has an active blue beam. Are we, like, killing the pixels? Nah, we're alright. And yes, the manual is absolute crap. I didn't realize it was still blue. We're good. It's a low-power blue. I didn't realize... I can't tell if the laser is live! These glasses are that good! So everything in here is just, how to use it. Yeah, this is all how to use the software. And we don't have any software. It really should tell you that it's live. It doesn't. There is nothing on here that indicates that the laser is currently live. I'm going to back out. Oh, hey, it put a small dot in the wood. I'm going to back out, take these off, because it's really hard to read things with these on. They work very good, by the way. Oh, man, my eyes are so weird. Oh, that's so weird. So, do not disassemble the laser module after calibration. Auxiliary positioning. Someone is going to lose a finger that way. Oh, I told you. Yeah, let's lock it out, shut it off. Yeah, there's nothing in here that tells you how to level it. So, sounds like it needs calibration. Okay. Alright, it autofocuses as soon as you turn everything on. Or as soon as you click OK on a job. So. Alright. Yeah, and the cross that we see here, that's just a standard 5mm beam, or a 5 milliwatt beam. Wouldn't worry about that at all. Alright. We're gonna send it and have our hand on the oh shit switch. It's now autofocusing. How big is this file? Oh, okay. It can't autofocus. Hold on. I have it too high up. So we're gonna do this. So it has a, I'm gonna lock out the machine. It's got things to just let the laser module come up and down. So I'm gonna let it drop down there. Is the coiled cable now in the workspace? This, theoretically, but the machine doesn't come all the way over like that, so I think we're okay. Alright, one more time. I'm homing the machine. Wait, so the purple is just 5 milliwatt. No, the purple, it's not running at full wattage. If it was, it would burn right through the 5 millimeter plywood that's sitting there. We're homing the laser. Great. We're homed. Yeah, I don't like that when the laser's moving, there's purple. Oh my god, the screen is so bad. Lenin says, I can't see. Tell me when it's over. I switched off my screen. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to peel this, because otherwise the screen sucks to use. Alright, we're gonna try this, see how it goes. I've got my safeties on. I've got my safety squints on. Actual certified laser safety glasses from Thor Labs. I don't mess around with this kind of crap, and neither should you. Okay, it's engraving totally off the surface of what I'm working on, so we're going to move the surface. I don't know what it's engraving. I can smell it, though. We're going to see what it engraves. The air pump is nice and silent. I will give them credit. It's really, really convenient. Yeah. I don't know how much of the purple is getting out, but I can see on the screen over there, that's my blocking monitor, I can see some bright flashes. So that tells me that it is absolutely letting some air out. The fact that I can smell smoke tells me that it is actually burning, and I can see some issues with burning on the surface. What is it engraving that is this freaking big? It's a really big thing that it's engraving. I don't know what it's engraving. Also, don't worry, there is a piece of plywood down on my work surface. Then there's a small piece of plywood on top of their crappy metal plate. Why is this going to be their logo? Might not be their logo. I don't know what this is going to be. My whole garage is going to smell like smoke. Alright. You guys are going to help me out here. You can see purple through the webcam, right? You guys can see purple through the webcam, let me know. Okay, there is light leakage. We're going to put these glasses over the webcam, and you guys are going to tell me whether or not that gets better. Can you still see the purple? You can probably still see light, but can you see the purple? It isn't purple. You only see white flashes. Okay, so these do work. It looks white. Yeah, so to me, this looks... I can't see the purple, but I can see the their laser acrylic lighting up. So these are the what are these called? What's the damn name? Free mascot. These ones are recommended by Lightburn if you don't have the money for Labs glasses. The glasses I'm wearing, brand new, are about $300. So, yeah, don't mess with your eyes. So now we're gonna do that same thing, but with their glasses. Let's see what you guys see through it. Can you still see the purple? I can make the webcam bigger if you need. These seem to work better. Interesting. They might work in a different field. By the way, it really stinks in my garage right now. It smells like somebody's burning shit. It's because somebody's burning. This is literally America. We're burning stuff with a very, very dangerous laser on the 4th of July. Red, white, and blue in the chat. Yeah, see, I don't want to check. So, yeah, let's get some red, white, and blue in the chat. I can also, I guess, take a recording on my phone of it. I will say, it's much quieter than my other lasers. So American using a Chinese product to celebrate their independence. This stinks so bad. I want to be clear, it smells so bad in here. Oh, God, it stinks. That's as close as we can find. I'm assuming... Is that the Ukrainian flag? I think it might be. Taco Tuesday, Treason Day, and lasers. It's a trifecta. That's right. So they use the cooling fan also pushes air out and away. So, okay, I can't really tell what color things are, to be honest with you, because of how good these glasses are. I have a set of these. These show up when you search America. Can you search United States instead? Is there seriously not a USA flag in YouTube? I mean, that would be hilarious. This has a high speed. I don't even know what it's actually cutting. Power's at 100%, speed's at 100%. It's just flags. Huh. Alright, well. This is apparently high speed. I mean, I can try to turn the speed up. Can I turn any of this stuff up? Oh, yeah, you can. You can go above 100. It's engraving. It's not cutting. That's funny. I'm not on mobile, so it just shows as US and UM. My needle printer was faster. Well, we could try upping the speed. What do you think? 150%? %. We'll take the power up as well. 125% on the power. I'm getting no. Nah, we're sending it. That is so... I can't... It's so weird, dude. These glasses are so good. I'm afraid that I'm, like, exposing my skin to UV. And that might be a problem. So I'm noticing the acceleration is not very high on it. But it is running. And it seems like the autofocus actually works pretty well, so A+ for that. Whole garage is going to smell like smoke. Whole damn garage is going to smell like smoke. We're cutting... Oh, man, the memes I'm getting in my inbox. You all. Such is the American tradition. Using Chinese products and pretending it's about freedom! Burning stuff with a laser. Don't worry. I have safety glasses on. Open all the windows. Can't do that. Cannot open any of the windows. No. Oh, I said I could turn on the ventilation with my laser, but my air conditioning's in the window instead. And I'd rather my garage smell like smoke than be more of a sweaty potato than I currently am. We got it running, though, and we're burning stuff. We're 40% of the way through, by the way. I recommend the leather wallet. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. No, don't burn leather unless you know what you're doing. Seriously. Especially because a lot of leather is not real leather. It tends to be vinyl-based. You definitely want to make sure that whatever you're cutting when it comes to leather is actual full-grain leather. Yeah, I honestly... We're 43% of the way through it. And yes, vegan leather is PVC. And it will off-gas chlorine, and that will slowly hurt you. You'll suffocate slowly as your lungs burn. Don't do that. It does seem to be drawing some sort of a fire. I don't know. Here, let me show you guys. So that's the view from top down, and the webcam, which is right here, which is watching the laser. Actually a pretty good view when you consider. That is a nice view. I think I might leave this one. Seems like turning the speed and power up doesn't do anything, by the way. But I just turned it back down and nothing changed. An ugly Sonic. Goku. George White says, where do I post a Print Fix Friday? Is it Reddit? It can be. Otherwise, you can just email us, youtube at 3dmusketeers.com. I really don't know what this is. It's just called highspeedtest.gc. That's it. That's all it is. Is it a Pikachu? It's Pikachu! Yeah, it does look like a tribal tattoo gone wrong, Andrew Rogers says. It's funny because Andrew Rogers I know is green, and I know that Mad Cat is blue on the thing. But Mad Cat looks gray, and Andrew Rogers looks a dark blue. That is so crazy. Laser glasses are cool, man. On the bright side, it does seem to be working well, so that's good. Right, it is. It is properly blocking wavelengths. I know. Any guesses on what we're making? Because I have no freaking clue. It is making smoke, I can tell you that much. I can smell it. It is, it's kind of smelly. Oh, it's coming all the way out here now. I swear if this is like some sort of 60% of the way, but it's coming down here to engrave now. I swear if this is like some sort of advertisement for the company and we've been making it for the past 5 minutes, I'm gonna be real mad. But also, like, they got me, so, you know. Well, George, I am filming Print Fix Friday tonight, so if you do want to get that fail in, send it over. I actually really like the air pump, and I know this is like just... You know, it's starting to look a lot like the Hellcat logo. Does Atezr have a, Does Atezr have some sort of a logo that they use? Like an icon-based logo? I don't... Other than the one with the laser beam going around it. Ronald DHS again saying, lucky your piece of wood was so large. Not something I normally get to say, but yeah, you're right. But the nice thing is, there's a sacrificial piece of plywood right here. This is not my tabletop. This is an actual piece of plywood. So we're okay. We're just waiting, so... How big is the plywood? I have no clue. It's just a random piece of plywood that I have. And yeah, still no clue what it is. I agree. I still have no damn clue. We're at 72%. We missed nice. How big? That's kind of a personal question, yeah. I really have no freaking clue what this is. Because chances are the bottom is here. Right? And I'm looking at everything sideways. It's an eagle. It's an eagle! Ah! Whoop! I hit things. I smacked something. I think I might have messed it up. What's going on? Oh, it's the alarm for movement. Oh. The movement alarm just triggered. Okay, that's cool. Let's see if it... So it said it had an alarm for hitting it, and I smacked it with my hand. So maybe that was enough to trigger the motion alarm. Let's find out. I hit pause. Let's hit resume. No. It is not. Okay. Yeah, the laser kept going, which means it is wiring. What here would be wiring that could be a... It's the... Well, hey, your crash detection isn't the best because the laser is continuing to go. Well, this is a bummer. I smacked the screen. Why would that trigger? Oh, there's a cable under here. Is that what I hit, maybe? Looks like the Y-axis got jammed. Yeah, I paused it. We're trying to see if, nope. It thinks it's moving, but it's not moving. Well, that's frustrating. Okay, so if it's not moving left or right, it means it's going to be the motor up here. All right, since I did pause it, I'm going to pull off my glasses so I can see a little bit better. Okay, it is an eagle. So we know that now it's an eagle. Oh, you can move the whole axis. Well, I can tell you, this is a failure. Because you can move the whole axis. So I can tell you that's not good anymore. Why would it do that? All right, let's hit resume. Glasses are back on. Nope. All right. We're going to cancel the job. Dang! Grub screw. Catlet says grub screw. It's unlikely to be a grub screw. Oh, hey! Oh. Oh, the whole damn thing fell. This happened. This right here. It... Yep, it fell. Okay, we're good. The laser module fell. That's what happened. Okay. We gotta do it again, right? Like, we kinda have to. Now that we know that it's an eagle on the 4th of July, we have to do it again. There isn't a choice. We have to do it again. Yeah, the laser head fell. Or do we take it apart? Do we take it apart? Is this like the time where we take it apart? Is this the time where we take it apart? I don't think so. Alright. I'm gonna cheat and just flip this over. These are offcuts anyways. They're not all that useful. No, it is not. Why is my brother's being the responsible one here, which is not a normal thing in this family. I agree. Don't take it apart. Nothing good will come of it. We really wanted to see how the thing worked. So, all right, we'll set his bottom left. Let's frame it. Oh, that locks out power. Huh. Okay, that's working. Okay, our X-axis motor is still not working. Okay, something's going on with the X. All right. Now I got to figure out what happened. How is the depth set? It is auto. It uses a little touch probe. Okay. Motor's in. Still moves by hand without any issues. We gotta do the eagle on America Day. Like, come on. We gotta do it. But we can only do it if we can get the damn X-axis to function. So you would be moving from... Yeah, this connector. Now, let's lock out the machine. Let's take off our glasses so we can see a little bit better. Let me move you guys to that one. It uses these kind of rough connectors, and I think that might be part of it. Huh. I think the servos are so tiny, you can just overcome the braking. Nah, these are steppers. These aren't even servos. Cycle the power. Well, guess we can try that too. Put glasses back on. We'll try it. Nope. Okay. Our x-axis is still not working. All right. Let's start investigating, shall we? First off, unplug the screen. Pick it up and look at the bottom. Chances are, it's just some wires somewhere. So there is an extra cable connector here, but it is in the manual saying you don't need it. Screen just fell. I'm sure that was fine. This all goes into the back of the controller. We might need to take a look inside of the controller. Because it looks like it's electrical. Can I have a stream where I don't randomly break something? Driver could have gone kaput. That is absolutely a possibility. If it did, that's a huge issue. And shouldn't happen. Alright, let's do this one more time. I'm going to actually physically remove power and go to turn the unit on. That way, we have no issues. Powering on. All right, we're zeroing for power loss detection. Yeah. Our x-axis motor is not moving at all. Well, okay. I guess we are going to have to actually take it apart. Because now we have to determine what the failure mode is. So remember how I wanted to take it apart? I didn't want to take this bit apart, but we're gonna. Because now we got to figure out why it broke. In that process, I am going to go ahead and remove the laser head. These machines should not be this delicate. And if they are, I've got a problem with it. So. Didn't even test the flame sensor. Yeah. No, we didn't. It's so cool looking. You can see right through it because of all the heat sinking. Okay. Time to break into it, I guess, right? Didn't even test the flame sensor. I don't even know where the flame sensor is. So that still works. That's the Y, or yeah, that's so this is the Y. So I have the whole machine turned 90 degrees. So I'm assuming our best bet's to flip it over and start looking for screws to remove. But it looks like all the screws for this are hidden behind some sort of thing. Let me do that so you guys have an overhead view. This sucks. Yeah, there's not an easy way to get in there. Okay. Huh. I think we have to get into the controller. I can't think of anything else that could be the problem. We checked wiring. Wiring looks fine. And yes, glad I didn't pay the kind of money this thing does cost. But honestly, I barely paid that for my 80-watt CO2. So the only screws that are missing are the ones on the x-axis, but it's just in case we had stuff like this. So I'm going to start looking to see if we can pull the control box off. See where that takes us. By smacking it, maybe you did pull out one of the wires from the bundle. I checked. They all look to be seated. There is a reset button that we might... Yeah. Saul, we finally figured out that it was actually engraving an eagle. I got excited. I smacked the LCD screen accidentally, which is not attached to anything. And then the X-axis totally quit moving. That is exactly what happened. I wasn't overzealous about it. Honestly, I've hit my bamboo harder. Mind you, it's actually deserved it. This was an accident. But still... For a machine of this price caliber, it shouldn't be this fragile. Could be the LCD. It could be, but the LCD is not the main controller, so I doubt it. Okay, I didn't need to remove the 4 screws. It's just 2 screws. Oh, there goes power supply. Okay. There is a cable strap. And we're going to remove the cable strap. Then we're going to break into the control box. We're going to see what the problem could be. All right, so let's go to more of the overhead here. And let's get you guys a little closer. We're going to just open this up, check for anything that's smoked. It is warm, I will tell you that. I don't know why it's warm. I'm assuming it's the stepper drivers that are a little toasty. I see the joke is now that I have some screws loose. Probably not wrong. Any small fuses? Not that I can see. But we're going to find out when we open this thing to see if there is something going on. Going to remove the key and the USB drive. We will also likely need to remove the Wi-Fi. There's our board. I'm going to look at it a little bit real quick on my side. Gonna give it the old smell test. Look for any specific stains or things like that. Could be the cause of the problem. Look for any loose wiring that could be. So you can look at the wiring there. That looks pretty good. There looks pretty good. Yeah, the wiring looks pretty clean, honestly. It's actually some of the more clean wiring I've seen in a motherboard in a while. I guess it's Laser Fix Friday. Not my intentions to do today, I'll tell you that much. Not my intentions to do today. Saul asked if this was a 90% already built. I don't know if I'd call it 90%, but a lot of it was built. The instructions were just, well, they were terrible. The instructions were straight up terrible. I'm not seeing anything in here that would indicate that that something's dead inside the board. So I think it has to do with the actual laser module falling. It might have burned out the stepper motor driver, but because of how everything is wired on this machine, I can't change that. So traditionally, if you think you have a blown stepper driver, you would wire it to a different motor, and you would see if the problem follows the motor or if it follows the driver. And you can't do that with this. So this was the connector with all the bent pins. The pins look like they're fine. They're 2.54. The regular pins that we're used to in the 3D printing industry. There's nothing special about the pins. Let me go ahead and put the frame screws back in, because obviously those are kind of important. Oh, maybe it's a coupling on the stepper motor. It could be. There's a few connections for this thing for wiring. I will say the wiring is clean, but because it's not what I was expecting individual connections on the board, and it's not. I would have to go through and pin out what pins go to what. And honestly, I don't want to go through that effort. It could very much and is likely a loose connector. However, if I can't find said loose connector, then there is no value there. Duff says, holy crap, you're still alive. Yep, Duff, because I apparently cannot have a stream where something doesn't go wrong. We realized it was doing an eagle. I got excited. When I hit the LCD screen, when I got excited, the x-axis just stopped moving. Why? Beats us. We still haven't figured that one out yet. So there's that. USB stick. Laser module. George White is asking if there's a safety switch. There should be. There should even be a tilt switch, but when you reset the machine, it should also reset all of that. It did not. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Well, we have, but we're doing it again. We did. That was the last thing that we did before we went ahead and just took it apart. Where did I put the LCD screen? I really got to clean up this table. It's a disaster out here. Okay, now we're getting ready to power it back on. So we're going to put our glasses back on. I'm going to move you guys back to, I guess, top down with webcam, because that's probably what we're going to need. And I guess I will unzoom this. All right, let's plug her in. Power it on. Whoops, forgot to plug the laser stuff in. Let's do that real quick. Ugh. It's so hard to see anything with laser glasses on, but I don't want to work on it without them, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's do this one more time. Actually unplugging the supply. Yes, I have. We have already done that. I really wish that there was a way. Oh, it looks like that did turn X back on. Sweet. Something that we did worked. Yep. Something worked. I don't know what worked, but something worked. Sweet. Okay. All right. Looks like should be ready to go on our second attempt. And yes, I am wearing my laser safety glasses. See? For safety. Alright. Now we gotta do this whole thing again. And we know it's an eagle now, so it's not even fun anymore. But that's fine. We're gonna run it. Now we're gonna autofocus, and we're gonna start. Oh! Oh! Oh, the machine just hard crashed. Oh, man. Yeah, no one would believe me if that didn't happen live. What the actual hell? That thing just beat the hell out of itself. It was zeroed. It was homed. Why did it just hard crash? It should have limit switches to prevent this, but clearly it doesn't. Alright, so I'm going to go back and do this whole thing again. Because what I did is I found a point where it would work. Alright, set as bottom left. Now we're going to frame it. Okay. So, maybe we're just too close to that side. So I'm just going to assume we're too close to that side, move it closer to the center. Okay, so let's set his bottom left. And all framing is going to do is show us where the laser moves during the cut path. Okay. It does run light burn, but it doesn't come with light burn, and I don't have light burn out here, so we're gonna do it the old school way, which is send it. I did home the axes. So we'll set it as bottom left. Let's try it again. I don't think it knows where home is. Because you guys definitely saw me. You definitely saw me do this right. By setting my distance and setting homing points and all of that. It just seems like it said, yeah, no, we don't care. Weird. Maybe the belts are loose. I mean, it's not impossible. What's more likely is that there is some issue with the motion system or the code that it's being fed. What Prusa problem? If it was a Prusa, it would just work. Crosshairs were off the board when he framed. I framed it with the blue laser on the laser itself. I don't see why it would also have the purple laser on when it is doing its frame if it is actually using that red cross frame. I don't like that. That's out. That is also why on my laser we went to an inline beam, so we don't have to do that crap. So yeah, it probably has an offset. That's so weird. Whatever. It was probably the using the wrong beam. It doesn't matter. Alright. Now we're cut. Again. Hey guys, what do you think it's cutting? Now that I have once again broken things. It's a Pikachu. An owl. Dolphin. So I will say I'm not a huge fan of the wiring here. I wish this was in a cable chain. The cable chain is really the thing that would help this. My phone says it's 99 degrees outside. Yeah, it sucks here. Yeah, Bommy2 is saying, I wonder if the cables will wear out over time. Yeah, it will. Absolutely will. This will be something that fails very quickly. And yeah, because of the way that they're rubbing, I mean, this is where the machine will fail first. It did actually come with an air assist, so the air assist is right here. And it is, you can dial it up, you can dial it down. This air pump's actually quite nice, it's very quiet. And that's what this silicone tube here is. That is the air assist. Bommy2 says, I think the machine will fail first if you smack it. Yeah, well. Eh. 36 watts is a lot. Yeah, this is a 36-watt system. It's multiple diodes pushed together into one. It's a kind of an interesting system of how they do it. Is there a fatigue point where the wires come out of the X-beam? Yeah, it's got a little grommet thing there, but this movement here with the wires right there, how they're going back and forth like that, that will quickly, very quickly wear out the copper. Now, if they were doing it the right way, in my opinion, I would have put this silicone tubing in there as well. But they did not. It does make some really weird noises, though. Gotta protect the anodizing finish. Love it. Yeah, I think a cable chain would be a better move for it. My laser has a big cable chain that runs the entire distance along the axis. And I've had my laser for 6 years and never had an issue with that area of the wiring. I've had other areas have issues. But those are normally things like, oh, it's so humid out here, the tube condenses and arcs to the cage. At least the video day wasn't meant for burning the motherboard, Saul says. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, we got a little bit of time while this thing goes, so I don't know. Feel free to ask me whatever you guys want. Since we're all just here hanging out. And if there's one thing I know is you don't leave a laser unattended. Other thing it looks like is that this piece of wood is not straight, and we might end up going off of it somewhere, so. Yeah, this one is apparently only 410 by 410. My CO2 laser is 500 by 700, which is a good size. Little bit bigger than 18 by 24. What did I have for lunch today? I had leftover pizza. Went out on Saturday with my folks. Haven't seen them in a bit, so we went out to Bubba's 33, I think is what it's called, and had some leftover pizza. Bommy2 says, imagine, though, buying a $1,500 machine, accidentally touching it during your first test job, and it breaks. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. George White says, is printing ASN on Mark III pretty easy? Yes. I would enclose it if you can, though. Duff says, what kind of pizza? It was the Dickie V, because you know your boy likes some big Dickie. You feel me? But it was, like, it had Italian hot peppers on it. I really do like Italian hot peppers. It's not something that I can get in a lot of places, so had to get it. There are worse things in the world to eat. Thankfully, I can still afford food, so that is always a nice thing to know. Those of you that can't, I understand your pain, and we can help. Let me know. Nothing worse than feeling food insecure. This needs to be a time-lapse Thursday with a Team America theme song in the background. Yeah, that'd be funny. Bommy2 says, you mean pepperoni? No. You can get... It's basically, they're pickled peppers, but they're in a very spicy pickling sauce. It's quite lovely. I like it. Not going to ask about the special sauce. That's right. George White says, any experience with Orca Slicer on the Mark III? I don't have experience with Orca Slicer, period. I'm actually waiting for, after the 6-month bamboo video, which will come out next week, to get into Orca Slicer. Bone G. Frankie says, when I have a chance, I'm going to be contacting Prusa support, but since you're resident Prusa shill, I will ask here. My Mark IV seems to be twisting the filament as it prints. It very well could, especially if your filament's not circular. If it's got some ovality to it, it could be twisting it during the printing. If you are running a, dual color silk, I can understand the frustration. There's not a very good way to keep any printer from twisting filament like that, though. Not to my knowledge, at least. But on sounds like I'm back. Did I miss much? No, I only broke it and then fixed it. Very, very typical here. Cheetah Kid says, getting a Lightburn software. I already have Lightburn because I've had a laser for a few years now, about 6 years. In fact, I've got one of my old laser tubes behind me. So I thought this came with Lightburn. It wasn't immediately obvious to me. So I did not prepare for that. That's on me. But at least it had this file on the SD card, so that's what we're going to run. Saul says, I asked about the Flying Bear the other day. Did you ever do a first print? Make a video of it. I know you're looking to do a clipper install, maybe waiting for then. We did do a first print. It prints okay. It needs some work. I never actually finished putting on the panels because I need for it to get its home first. Right now, it's just kind of sitting on the floor of my garage because I don't have the space for it where I want the space for it. Space is a big issue that we have here. And I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm looking to move a lot of the business into a shipping container and operate under some FEMA standards for a emergency disaster response business. So, but yeah, if we can do that, then the Flying Bear will have a home. Until then, it might be some time. But I will say just initial impressions on it. While it does need some tuning, the fact that it can have Clipper right on the main board, and it's got, you know, linear rails X, Y, and Z for less than $600, it's not a bad deal. For its build volume as well. It's a big build volume. But on Sunset, so the laser is like a super high-powered LED, or is this still some gas lighting laser? These are multiple UV LED lasers. The blue lasers, like Blu-ray lasers that are pumped. So these lasers have combining mirrors to bring them together. So, yeah. Saul says, relating to your donation giveaway, save me something for when I'm down in Tampa this Christmas. I mean, how would you be able to bring it home? The issue is bringing it home. CT to Florida. Oh, okay. That works too. But that sounds good. So in theory, if I strap this to my wrist with the power supply on my back, I can get a laser weapon. Mega Man Pew Pew. Well, the power supply is just a switch mode 180 watt power supply, so yeah, you probably could. But something tells me it's illegal pretty much everywhere to do that, so don't do that. Just like, don't do that. The frame makes a better weapon. Maybe in Canada, duh. Yeah, a 36 watt diode laser is not going to do too much unless you can leave it in a spot for a while. We're obviously pulsing the laser, and I have no way of knowing what power we're actually on. That's really the issue that we have. So, yeah. Lena is asking, how is Victoria? She is good. Apparently half of our comments think that she's pregnant. She's not. She's just a little tubby. And she had a surgery that kind of made her primordial pouch a lot bigger because idiot ate a sewing needle. So we still have this part. A fixed focus block. I guess that's just so you can set your own specific focus. I don't know why you would want to do this. Like, why you would want to do a fixed focus block. So, I don't know. Do you have a power meter? Not for this type of laser. So, on my CO2 laser, I know the voltage that we're giving it, and I installed an ammeter. So, now I know what kind of wattage it's running. So maybe you want to do a fixed focus if you want to laser acrylic. Well, it's got a touch probe, so theoretically, that shouldn't be a problem. So I don't know. I have no clue. And yeah, she had surgery years ago, so she's fine. But idiot for brains over there swallowed a sewing needle. You can paint the backside black so it focuses on the black side while lasering through the see-through side. I don't think that will be an issue. We did get very lucky with the cat. We saw it happening. We saw her playing with some string. Like, oh, you know, hey, she's playing with some string. Little did we know there was a sewing needle attached to that string. And by the time we went to go take the string out of the cat's mouth, we saw the sewing needle being swallowed. We couldn't grab it in time. So instantly I start calling emergency vets to figure out what's going on. They said, yeah, it's going to be like cheapest is $3,000. And I said, well, I don't have $3,000. They said, well, you can feed the cat as much wet food as she'll muster and take her into your regular vet in the morning. It should be fine. I said, okay. That's what we did. So the cat got a treat for swallowing a sewing needle. $365 later, which included an x-ray, the surgery, and the medicine, she was out of the nonprofit vet, which still has the best name for a nonprofit vet, Planned Pethood. I remember talking to the vet tech. They said, yeah, we're going to take her back and we're going to do a few x-rays. I said, no, you're going to do one x-ray. You're going to x-ray the side of the cat, and if you don't see the needle inside of the cat, then we are crazy, and you can send us about our day. You can see the sewing needle plain as day. I'll have to see if I can find the images, but you can see it plain as day. But yeah, it happens. We're back at the previous point of failure. Control your excitement. Yes, yes, yes. It wasn't the cat's fault. It was our fault. I guess, it was a bit of an issue. Yeah, we had too much freedom last time, so we're going to restrict our freedom. We are living in Florida, after all, so we're going to restrict our freedom a little bit and, give it some time. Don't touch the table. Hands off. Hands are off the table. Hands are off the table. No hands. Spidon says, I'm worried about the steel plate below it reflecting everything back and forth. I agree, but they actually say to put the steel plate under the machine because that keeps it from burning onto the surface that you're trying to cut. But I also agree with you that, yeah, that's just going to reflect the beam, which is an issue. And while, yeah, it's not cutting, you have a significantly smaller wattage, I don't want that anywhere near my eye. Bombing 2 says you're only allowed to attach 5-round magazines to this laser. Not in my state. George White says, have I used Protopasta? And if so, how do I like it? I love Protopasta filament. It is just so bloody expensive that I don't use it very often. Attach a red dot sight to it for better accuracy. I could. Can you guys feel the freedom? Can you feel the freedom? But it sounds like get a large piece of ham with the skin and burn a tattoo on the ham. We are not going to do that. It smells real bad. Noise gate causes the laser because the laser's loud. Yeah, I'm sorry. Put this thing in enclosure. I hate open frame lasers. I agree. That's why. Asker, Hi, I'm wearing Thor Labs laser glasses. These are certified. These are the best laser glasses on the market, as far as I'm concerned. They come with certifications, with real lab testing. It's a thing. Don't worry. We're safe here. But I agree. I hate open frame lasers. I think they should have enclosures. This one is no different. It should have an enclosure. Ronald DHS says plus reflecting beam back into the lens can't be good. That assumes that everything is dead on perpendicular, and I doubt that it is. You are safe. What about us? Lean in. I thought you had your monitor turned off. Come on. Thought you had your monitor turned off. And here. You really want it? Well, here. It's for extra safety. There you go. Extra safety. Extra safety. Oh, it's just reflecting everything. Oh, it's a massacre. I'm trying so hard. It's very complicated. Put it on 2 cameras at once. How are you reading my comment? Confused. I also find it heavily ironic that the joke was that we were going to play with dangerous lasers today, and the one file that is on the USB drive for this laser happens to be an eagle. That's just hilarious to me. And like I said earlier, on the plus side, the fan, which is the noisy part, which is right up here, is blowing air down and through. So we're getting some air current coming out of the actual bottom of the laser. And it does have an air pump. So this is the air pump back here. And it is actually powered from the main power supply. You do not need any extra stuff. It is literally just one file. That is correct. And the file is called highspeedtest.gc. It is the only G-code file on the machine. So, hilariously, it's an eagle. Can I tune the motors to make them go faster? I likely can. It's running a very low acceleration, and I know that it can likely run quite a bit faster. That would have been funny. Lenin says, not even a Benchy. That would have been funny if I actually, like, put together a Benchy that you could assemble with a laser. That'd be funny. And this is the high-speed test. It might be high speed, but it's certainly not high acceleration. We are at 95%. We are almost there. I wonder if it's going to cut anything, although it just says it's an engraving test, so who knows. That's a fine-looking rooster. That it is. I know, Duff, you might not understand that rooster because freedom. Love you, buddy. You aim the laser in a vat of transparent resin and tune the power outage of the laser. You can, in theory, 3D print with it. That's fair. It's fair. No, it's a pigeon. It's Pikachu. Obviously, it's a Pikachu. Look at it. Clearly, it's Pikachu. Look at all this seconds. That's right, Build On Sound. This whole group is full of meme words. Well, we're almost done, which is good. Does the USB have Chinese malware? Great question. I have no clue, and I don't intend to find out. Because I'm going to basically nuke it as soon as we're done. But yeah, the machine is running like maybe 200 millimeters per second squared of acceleration. It's really, really low acceleration. House. Horse. How's it smell? Smells like burning. Smells like burning. This is the wood that I used to make my business cards out of, so I know it's a safe wood to engrave. But as you can see, it doesn't always look great. However, diode lasers will do a much better job at making my business cards than the CO2 laser will because of how the beam works. Hey, we're done! Hooray! We did it! Okay. And I think, well, you know what? Let's leave it on so it can cool itself down. Because I think it's quite warm. There's a fan. I just don't know where the fan is. So let me bring this back to Grant. Howdy! Alright. We're gonna go ahead and turn the machine off. Machine is safe. Now I can see again. God, it's so weird to see colors again. Oh, it's so weird. Alright. Not bad. Much better than the first try. Yeah. Came out. Get debris and clear coating it. And the engraving looks really clean. Slightly etched into the surface. Took it off the build plate. We're done. We're done. It's fine. We're done. So, yeah. It does work. We do have some concerns, obviously, and let me get the steel plate out of the way because it's messing with the. First try looks a bit darker. That is just due to the wood. Oh, that was a smart move, Grant. There were screws over there that are now all over the floor. Too bad. So, there are definitely some concerns that I have with this laser currently. The big one being this cable management bit right here. I think this is going to be a weak point. The issue with the controller kind of seems a little unacceptable to me. We even tried plugging it, unplugging it, and plugging it back in with no avail. It works, but yeah, I don't know. This cable management right here worries the snot out of me. Machine is okay to assemble. The laser head being so big, you can't cut any closer than that. So that kind of sucks. So this machine being even as big as it is, only has about a 16.5-inch cut volume. It's a little bit under 16.5 inches. Square. So it's 410 millimeters X and Y. So it's about 16.25 inches. It does run, you know, even with my idiot brain running it, still got some successful cuts out of it. So, you know, obviously with lasers, you must be very careful to make certain that you're cutting things that aren't going to hurt you or, you know, something around you. I do like the integrated air pump. That is nice. It is powered from the main unit, so you don't need a secondary power source for that. The touch screen is okay. Um, everything power related is very warm, like warmer than I would want, but it's also very warm in this room, so there is that. Its laser glasses seem okay, but I wouldn't trust them. Um, so these are my nice Thor Labs glasses. These are the ones that came with the kit. These are the free mascot ones from Amazon. I would trust the free mascot ones over the ones from Atezr. But, I mean, honestly, yeah, quite frankly, just the fit alone, the ones from Amazon are much nicer. And they're really not that much more expensive. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of these glasses. They're not very comfortable and they hurt my face. So, I would not use them. I would recommend getting a secondary pair of glasses. If you don't have the money for Thor Labs glasses, the free mascot ones, I'm told from the people over at Lightburn, are pretty good. But, well, I spent good money for a reason. I don't want to get hurt. And if we are going to start doing more laser stuff on this channel, I want to make sure that I am kind of setting a standard for safety. So I hope you guys understand that. The machine is very loud, and it's all fan noise. Theoretically, with a better fan, that could be fixed. So if we put like a Noctua or something on it that's quieter, could likely quiet it down quite a bit. The fan is just right up here. It looks like maybe a 65mm fan. It is expensive. This thing's $1,500 US. And that will obviously take it out of the range for a lot of people. Put a cryo rig on it. Oh, jeez. I'm not a huge fan of diode lasers. I like them. I think they're cool. But I think that because of the lack of safety, right? We had a lot of purple light bleed off of the laser. Because of that, I have a really, really hard time recommending these. Never noticed there's a little crack in my glasses. Oh well. They still work. I think if you're looking at a laser like this, you need to have an enclosure. Running these things open air without any exhaust, it's dangerous. You have to know what you can and cannot cut with a laser. Because if you don't, you can seriously hurt and or kill yourself. And that's not what we want. These lasers are no joke. Even the 5-watt ones will produce more than enough power to permanently damage your vision, if not make you blind. And that is a much larger hospital bill than anybody wants to deal with. The light bleed is a big issue for me. And, I mean, you could look at putting some sort of skirt around it. I feel like that's not your job as a consumer. So, yeah. Daniel Cross says, the Mr. Beam is a safe diode laser, and it runs Octoprint. There is no such thing as a safe diode laser. Period. If it is in the 405 nanometer, which these are, it's not safe. I'm sorry. The only way to have a laser that's safe is to have like sub 1 milliwatt. And that is also not going directly into your cornea, because it can still cause problems. If it has an enclosure, fine. That can obviously help. But if you can see purple, it's dangerous. Chris Catlett says a big cardboard box, set it over it. Okay, laser's fully enclosed. Okay. That makes sense. I I would even say if you're going to do an enclosure, your enclosure should have a webcam in it, like real cheap webcam, because it will get damaged by a laser beam. And that way you don't have any windows or areas for the light to bleed out. It's probably a good idea. Certified, if you open the lid, it shuts down. All right, that's nice. I mean, Mr. Beam wants me to take a look at one of their lasers. I will be more than happy to do that. My general thought with these diode lasers are they are way too cheap. And I say that, it's the same reason I say that 3D printers have gotten too cheap. They become so affordable that an average person thinks they can do it. And when they have problems with a 3D printer, it starts to collect dust. With a laser, it can send somebody to the hospital. And that's a tough thing to put on my conscience. At the $1,500 price point, this is well above funny money for most people. So I don't think that we're going to have to worry about that. I did not pay for this. Atezr did send this over free of charge. All they said is they wanted me to make a video with it. So I did a live stream, which to me is probably better for them at the end of the day. Because there are some things that I could rip into this about. I think this thing has potential, but I think for the money it's very small. For $1,500, you can look at a somewhat reasonably sized CO2 laser in the 40 to 75 watt range that will wipe the floor with this laser and is much safer at the end of the day. So, I don't know. Can you put the included glasses in front of your webcam? Sure. I'll do it on the top-down camera. So those are the green ones. These are the ones from whatever, the free mascot. And these are the really nice Thor Labs ones. Now, a lot of it will look like colored and tinted acrylic, but this is the kind of stuff you'll look for. You'll want to look for certification. So you have all the certs and what they're certified for right on the front of the glasses. These have like actual values of transmission. The ones from Free Mascot, all they have is just a number. So the Free Mascot ones are good from 200 to 2000 nanometer. These ones are good kind of all around the spectrum with varying ranges of effectiveness. So, yeah. Did not realize there was a tiny little crack in one of these lenses. That's all right. I've had these glasses for a while. I did recently purchase some Thor Labs glasses for CO2 lasers as well. I would like to do more laser content on this channel if that's something you guys would like to see as well. I just want to make sure that I'm really, really safe about it. Because especially if I have to run my laser for filming, I got to run it with the lid open. And while theoretically regular clear plastic glasses should stop the laser, I'd rather spend the money and make sure that I am actually safe. And I think you guys would agree. It's better to spend a couple $100 and know that you're safe than potentially risk, really causing yourself some pain. Or a loved one. Your pets need to be kept out of rooms with lasers in them. That's a fact. Because they don't know. And what they don't know can hurt them. Right? Daniel Cross says the maintenance is easier on a diode laser, but they can only cut or mark organic stuff good. My CO2 laser is only really good for organic stuff as well. Here's the old tube. Right? Replacing the diode module versus replacing this. This is an 80 watt CO2 laser tube. This one's got quite a few hours on it, and this one is very dead. It's only good for about 10% of its rated output at this point. So, yeah. I've always wanted to put EL wire through it and just turn it into a set piece. That's why we never got rid of it. It's a cool little piece of tech, I guess. You know, and you look at this unit here being 36 watts. Obviously, diode lasers can get a lot more cheech for your chotch, if you will, but a lot more power for the space. And so if you are space constrained, if you live in an apartment and want to work with lasers, diodes are pretty much the only thing that you can do. Because the nice thing about this diode laser is when you're not using it, you can hang it on the wall, right? Get a couple of hooks, hang the stupid thing on the wall, and other than potentially having some wiring issues, the diode laser should not have major issues with being moved around. My CO2 laser is on wheels and weighs a couple 100 pounds and is floor standing. They're in completely different classes when it comes to what their use cases are. But at 36 watts, you've got a lot of opportunity there to cut a lot of pretty big stuff. They're claiming it can go through 1/2-inch thick plywood in one pass. That is some thick freaking plywood. So, we're not going to try that because there is no way to run the laser without a file, which is kind of dumb, honestly. But, yeah. And yes, as Ronald DHS says, CO2 is invisible. It runs at the 10,700 nanometer spectrum. This is in the 400-ish, 400 to 500-ish nanometer spectrum. So, very different nanometer stuff. And, yeah, fiber lasers are fun. I would love to mess with a fiber laser. Because ablating metal, and that is literally burning away metal, is really cool. And these MOPA fiber lasers that can actually selectively blue metal, specifically stainless, to change its colors, is a really, really cool feature. Might be something maybe we have to start doing on the channel, but for right now, you know, this one came about. Atezr just wanted me to take a look at it. No money was exchanged hands. The product was sent to me for, you know, a video. It was not specifically a review. Just a video. So, I think that's where we're going to wrap it. We have done over 3 hours. So, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on. Guess I should check to make sure that, yeah, I assume... Well, given the fact that I haven't been pinged, I assume I'm not teaching tonight. And yeah, with any laser, do not run them unattended. I know that we say with 3D printers not to run them unattended, and pretty much everybody does. Do not run lasers unattended. They will catch fire. They will spread fire very fast. So, yeah. It's a thing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call this one a wrap. Thank you all for coming out. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Support us over on Patreon, PayPal, or YouTube channel member if that's your kind of thing. $10 tier higher gets you into the Discord where as soon as I'm done here, I'll be hopping in over there to hang out with everybody. That's all I got for you guys today. Links are in the description if you do want to check this thing out. It is, of course, close to $1,500, so, you know, do with that as you will. But stay safe out there. Wear your safety glasses. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And for the love of all things holy, do the 10 and 10 rule. 10 when you go out, 10 when you come back. If you have more or less than when you started with, go to the hospital. Please be safe today. It's the 4th of July. Please be safe. Take care, guys.